Hello, my name is Father Jacob Roust, and I'm the pastor of Notre Dame Parish in Cresco, Iowa. And this is going to be a three-part video. If you have not watched last week's video, which is Introduction to Attachment Styles, please pause, go down to the description, and watch that because it'll help fill you in as to what the heck I'm talking about. Yeah, go watch that video. Today, I want to talk about how the attachment styles. Okay, great. I'm in one, I have one, or I have all three, or a combination of them. What now? So I think the next thing to do is to look at if we're operating out of a certain attachment style, that probably means that there is some unfulfilled need within us. And if you have a need, whether it be hunger or loneliness or tiredness or whatever it may be, you're going to take an action to try to fill that need. And those actions could be either healthy or unhealthy. So the first attachment style is anxious attachment, and it says you must cling tightly and do better because you are not enough or you are not doing enough. And this comes from the deep and fundamental need to know that God won't abandon me no matter what. So an unhealthy action that we often take to try to fill this hole is clinging tightly through performance or desperation. And this just leads to flat out exhaustion. One healthy action, many healthy actions that we can take are called Sabbath practices. And this looks like taking time for self-compassion, recharging, trusting that not everything depends on you. And this leads to holy, refreshing rest. The next attachment style is shutdown attachment, which says that you need to be smarter and you need to appear to have it all put together. And you need to shove down all those negative emotions, whatever that means, negative emotions. Emotions are emotions. This comes from a deep and fundamental need to know that God is present with me in all emotions, even doubt and worry and sadness and anger. An unhealthy attachment or an unhealthy action to try to fill this void is avoid intimacy completely by using tasks or only head knowledge. And that just leads to disconnectedness with yourself, with others, and with God, and isolation. And the enemy can prey on isolation very, very easily. And a healthy action in response to this need is a curious connection with your body, with others, with God, and with Scripture. This will lead to an engagement with God. And then finally, shame-filled attachment style, which says that I'm going to call myself out on my mistakes first before he can, so that he has to give me mercy and he has to deal with it. So that comes from a need to know that God likes me, not just loves me, but he likes me and he desires me and wants to be with me. Everyone has that need. An unhealthy action to try to fill that void is self-punishment and self-criticism. And that's the voice of the enemy anytime you're criticizing yourself. And that only leads to self-hatred and more shame. And it's just a big toilet bowl spiral of shame. A healthy action is experiencing and embracing your belovedness. And this leads to the joy of being loved and knowing it. So that's all I have to say for today. We'll talk and finish up this topic next week. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you this weekend.